Well, hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have a video for you. I'm going to keep the theme a secret until you see the first project. But first of all, if you are new here, my name is Brenda and this is my Oliver. And if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get on with the video. Okay, DIY number one. So I'm going to take 3 of these wood pieces from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint one with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, celery, and sandstone. Once they were dry, I created these words with my Cricut. They say home sweet home, and I'm just going to add one to each of the wood pieces. Now, I should have made these a little bit smaller, not so big, because you'll see later I wanted to use a wider ribbon and it was too close to the end. So yeah, but anyways, if you recreate it, you know, you can do whatever. And if you don't have a Cricut, you can always use stickers or stencils, handwrite it yourself, paint it. There's many options for you. So I'm going to, or even wood letters, I'm going to use my wood glue and my hot glue here, and I'm going to attach the 3 of those signs together. And I was going to do what I normally do with my craft sticks on the back, but these wood pieces were not very even. So it wouldn't have worked. So it seems like it's holding very well this way. So I'm glad. So here is where I decided, okay, I'm going to have to use a smaller ribbon. I wanted it to be a little wider, but again, I made my words too big. So I'm just going to glue the ends of this ribbon. Now this just comes from Dollar Tree. I'm going to glue them to the end or the back, and then I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue there along the middle so that it stayed in place. Then I'm just going to make a little shoelace bow here. I'm just making a little bow, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding it and cutting at an angle, and then I'm just going to hot glue this onto the top left corner where the ribbon is. This is a super easy project, but you guys, I love the way this came out. I think it might be my favorite of the day. But I just love the way this came out. It's so simple, but yet so pretty. So I took one of these sawtooth hangers that I had laying around. I'm just kind of marking where I want to put the screws. I'm trying to get it straight. I'd have it straight and then I would accidentally hit it and make it crooked. Yeah, it was fun. But this wood is so soft that I just needed to use my little screwdrivers there to screw in the hanger. And that's all there was for this one. It is, like I said, again, super easy. And I love it. Again, if you don't have a Cricut, find ways to make it your own. Hobby Lobby has a lot of stickers, assortments that you could do, wood letters, all kinds of things. But I love how this turned out. Okay, guys, I just wanted to stop in real quick and thank all of you guys. I just appreciate you guys all so very much. And I just want you to know that you mean the world to me. And I don't think I say it enough. I know I say it every video, but you really do mean the world to me. And I appreciate each one of you that show up for my videos every week, and you watch and you comment. It just tickles my heart. And if this is your first time and you enjoyed today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family as well. Say hi in the comments. Let me know that you're new here. I'd love to get to know you. And I do want to make a statement here that I do read every single one of your comments, and I try to give you answers, replies. I know a lot of times I just say thank you and give you a heart. That's not because I don't deem your reply not worthy. It's just I'm a person with few words, and when it comes to typing things out or writing things out, I'm always short and simple. I'm not like Kathy Jo, who talks all the time. I think that's why we're a good pair, because she talks and I listen. She's gonna kill me for saying that, but we all love her. Anyway, so I guess with all of that, I just want you guys to know I do read your comments and I do appreciate each one. And even though I say thank you with a heart, it's not a robot. It is me, and I do truly mean it. So with all that funness, I don't know, let's get on with the video. Okay, DIY number 2. So I'm going to take some of this wallpaper from Dollar Tree and this house from Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the hanger because I'm not going to need it. And I am going to trace out the top part of the house with that paper and then cut it out. Now, you guys, I don't know if you've seen or not, but I've seen other people, I've seen some pictures. There's some new wallpaper coming out at Dollar Tree. I have not found them at my Dollar Tree yet. I'm on the search for them, but they look like they have some really awesome wallpapers, so be on the lookout for that. But I've been wanting to use this paper for a while, and I saw on Wayfair they had a little house that had something on the top, and I thought, oh, hey, that's a great idea. So I marked where I want to put my paper, and I painted the bottom and the back side with that celery. And then once it was dry, I'm just going to take this paper, this removable paper, which I probably should have added a little more glue on it, but I'm just going to add it right to the top. I love the way this came out. Oh, yeah. Anyways, and then I took my X-Acto knife here, and I'm just going to go around and cut any excess that was extra there. Then I took this home sign. This comes from Walmart, and I'm going to paint it with Waverly chalk paint in the color moss. It's a little darker green, and I just thought that wallpaper has a lighter and darker green, that this might work well. And you guys, it never fails. Whenever I buy this word from Walmart, I always grab one that doesn't have a sticker on it, and then it takes them forever to figure out the price. Drives me nuts. Once that was dry, I took my white chalk paint with my little chip brush here, and I'm just doing a dry brushing. Now, if you don't know what dry brushing is, I just dip my brush in paint, and then I kind of wipe off the excess onto my little pad there, and then just lightly go over the item that I'm wanting to go over to give it a little bit of a distressing. And that's what dry brushing is. And then once that was done, I took my Type Bond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue. I love this stuff. And I'm just going to go all the way around the back of my home sign with it. I'm not even going to use hot glue because this stuff does dry very quickly, especially right now because it's, you know, warmer outside and kind of warmer in our house. But I put it on the front of my home, or my house there. And then I took 4 tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to glue them end to end and then paint it with celery. One was painted white because I was going to use it on one of my previous DIYs and never did, so I just painted over it. Then I'm going to add some more of my Type Bond multi-purpose glue here, the quick and thick one, and I'm going to add this one. I am going to add some hot glue to the ends, and then the glue in the middle, and then I'm just going to add a hanger in the, or a stand in the back. And then I have been out of this braided jute rope that I absolutely love, or ribbon, and Amazon's been out of it for a couple of months, and they finally got it in. So of course I had to snatch me up some because I love this stuff. And I'm just going to glue this along the edge of that paper. And oh, you guys, I just love this, how this came out so much. I'm going to make a 3 loop finger bow. So I'm just going to wrap my fingers 3 times. I'm going to cut an extra long tail on it, and then I'm going to bring that tail, and I'm going to go over those loops that are between my finger, up and around, and then I come through that loop that I just made and pull really tightly. And I slow that way down so that you can see it, because sometimes it's hard to explain it. And then I'm just going to, I trim down the tails there, and then I'm just going to glue it to the front, and that's all there is for that. Look how adorable that is. I love this. And if you haven't guessed the theme yet, it's all home. It's about being home. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And wonderful Renee, look at all these fun things that she's made. And I love that thing she made for her brushes and pencils. That's awesome. And then beautiful Kathy, these are just gorgeous. Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing those. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase, you can send pictures to that email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. So DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to take this wood diamond shape that Woodpecker Crafts sent me. And I was thinking in my mind that it was like a baseball diamond shape, like their bases, And then when I got it out, I'm like, oh no, this is more like a regular diamond. So I marked the spots there, and I went out and cut it with my miter saw, and then I painted it with my Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, and I went over that 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby with Waverly antique wax. Then I took these letters, these are from Hobby Lobby, and I put them on some painter's tape, and I'm just going to use a brush and go over all of the words with my antique wax. And then I will also wipe off the excess with a paper towel, just like you see me doing right there. And once I was done with all of that, I don't remember what I did. So we'll both have to wait and see here. um, what do I do? Oh, I'm going to take my red crimson chalk paint by Waverly, and I wanted to make it look like the baseball seams. So I'm freehanding this, which was mistake number one. I should have taped it off, or I should have maybe made a stencil with my Cricut, because I got my lines too thick. So I did have to go back with some white paint and fix it. And I got it all fixed. And then I'm taking a very small detail brush, and I'm just trying my best to make stitch lines. And I really wasn't trying to make them so big. It just happened that way. And this was late at night, and I was getting tired, and I'm like, I am not going to do anything to change it. This is just going to be the way it is. So I did have to turn it upside down to do the stitch lines go in the opposite direction. But yeah, I got it done. And then once I am done with this, and once it was dry, I'm going to use my Type Bond multi-purpose glue here, the quick and thick multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to paint. I'm going to put it all on the back of my letters, and then glue them in place just like you see them laying. And I thought this was so fun and clever. I thought, make this look like home base and say welcome home. Get it? Of course, my husband's like, well, you know what you could do to make this look more like a home base? And I don't know what he said. I'm just like, I was already done with it. I'm like, I'm not going to do anything different. It's done. I'm done. Just, it is what it is. But anyways, men, I took my wood glue and I put it all around the back of this, and then I'm going to use hot glue for the edges. And again, the wood glue is for a permanent hold. The hot glue is for immediate hold, so that I can continue on creating for my video. So once I have that on there, I lay it down, and then what I do? Oh, I'm going to make a bow, 2 bows. So I'm taking this ribbon. I got this, I think Michael's, but I'm not positive. And then the red and kind of tannish color I got from Hobby Lobby. And I'm making some bows. I'm just doing the awareness ribbon and scrunching them up in the middle, and then tying some jute twine around them to keep their shape. And then after that, I'm going to trim off that twine, and then I'm going to dovetail the ends by folding in half and cutting at an angle. Once I was done with that, I'm going to hot glue it down to the bottom point of my sign. And then I'm going to use my stapler here, and I'm going to staple them on just to give it that extra security so that it doesn't fall off. Then I make a hole for the hanger with my big mouth crocodile, but did you notice it was not center? I did not notice that till I hung it up, so I had to redo it. So I did make another hole right next to it, and I took the twine and ran it through both, but then once I did that, I tied a knot in it, and then I am just going and I put the ends together. So it's really similar to what I'm doing here. Then you see I have the top part put together. I put it together with the tape instead on when I redid it, and then I strung some beads through it. I'm doing 2 red, 2 natural colors, and 2 browns. And then once I had those all on, I tied a knot at the top of those to keep them in place. And then I am going to take the tape off, and then I tie another knot on the top. I make it smaller so that it makes a good hanger, and then tie a knot. So yeah, so you can do it any way you like. This is just how I did it. And again, I had to redo it because yeah, my hole wasn't centered and I didn't realize it. Again, I was doing this late at night and I went to go hang it up and I'm like, oh, it's crooked. Oh man. I'm like, well, I'll fix it in the morning. So I did. But there it is. I don't know. I thought it was kind of fun and clever. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I got this house from Linda. I believe it's Smith was her last name. She sent me a box of goodies earlier this year. Thank you, Linda. And I am just going to remove, well, I was trying to remove the top part and I was trying to remove it without breaking it because I wanted to reuse it here. And I'm just kind of wiggling my little spatula there and look, it broke. So, so I got the rest of it removed and I traced out some more of that wallpaper. And then of course I'm going to cut that out as well. And after I have it all traced and cut out, I am going to paint the back side of it and the sides with my celery color. And then I took one of these wood plaques from Dollar Tree and I painted it with the moss color by Waverly. Once they were all dry, I'm going to take that paper and I'm going to put this on the side that the paper or that the material came off of. And then after this, I'm going to take some of these little bamboo sticks and cut them down and use them for the top of my house. If you don't have these and don't want to order them, you could always use craft sticks. It might be a little thicker, but you could still do that. And then I'm going to take my crocodile again. I'm not crocodile, my miter shears. And again, if you don't have miter shears, you can always use scissors on these because I can cut these with scissors. They just cut a little bit better with my miter shears. But I'm going to cut these down to fit. I'm just measuring them and cutting them down. And then I painted both of them with my moss color. Once they were all dried, and making sure I get the ends. Yeah, I was making a mess there. You should have seen my fingers after I did the first one. I'm going to use my Tight Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Purpose Glue again and glue them on to the front. Again, I did not use hot glue. This stuff works so fast and so well. I just felt like it would be done by the time I needed to move it, and it was. So once I have those on there, I'm going to do the second one here. And then I had took I'm going to take some of these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use a few items from both. So I use this little home rub-on transfer. That little plaque there, I got, it's a package of them from Hobby Lobby. I just love them. I painted it with celery. And then I'm just going to rub the home sign until it is ready. And then I'm going to remove that top piece there. I really do like Dollar Tree's rub-on transfers. They really do transfer very easily. Then I took a couple leaves from the other rub-on transfer pack and I'm just going to rub those as well onto the bottom part underneath my home sign. And I thought these leaves matched really well because they had different color greens and tans on, so I really liked it. So I'm going to remove that top layer and then I'm going to use my Quick and Thick Multi-Purpose Glue again by Tight Bond to put it all around the middle of my little plaque, and then I'm going to outline it with hot glue, and then I'm going to add that right to the front of my little house. Now I had a different idea for this because I kind of dreamt about it, but yeah, I don't think it was going to work too well. Usually if I dream about something it does, but this time yeah, I decided to do this instead. So here I decided I wanted to add some more of those sticks to outline the house. So I'm just going to cut them at an angle and then cut them down on the bottom to fit my house. And then I will paint them with the moss color to match the top part of the house as well. And I'm not going to show you all of that. So I'm just going to show you this one. And then I'm going to, again, use my Tight Bond Multi-Purpose Glue to attach those to my house. Then I'm going to take my wood glue and hot glue this time, and I'm going to put that on the bottom of the house. I'm going to attach it to my little plaque that I had painted with the moss color. And there we go. And then I took some of these little mini flower pots from Dollar Tree. I painted them white, and I'm going to put a little dab of wood glue in the middle, and then I'm going to put hot glue all around them and place them on my little plaque right in front of my house. And you guys, check out your Walmarts. If your Walmarts have Waverly, I think mine have the bigger size and the smaller size, the medium size, and all of the bigger sizes are on sale. So I'm thinking that they're not going to carry the bigger size anymore, but I got the bigger size ones for $7. Normally they're around 12. So I was very excited about that. So if you have Waverly chalk paint in your Walmarts, check that out. I'm going to take some of these flowers from Walmart. I'm going to cut them down, and I'm going to just put them inside of my little flower pots. I did, as you saw, put a little floral foam in there. Then I just made a few little shoestring bows with some twine, and I'm going to glue them on each flower pot. And that's all there is for this one. And I really like this one too. I think it's really simple and really pretty. And yeah, these were so much fun. I love them all. I just was really in the mood to do something just more everyday decor. And yeah, I love them. I hope you did too. The final reveal is coming right up. I am going to have another video on Thursday. I'm going to try to have another video on Thursday. We have some stuff coming up, so I'm hoping I can get it done. But make sure you like and comment, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go if you enjoyed today's video. And with all that being said, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.